Alright guys, got it installed and I spent, a lot of the day tuning and tweaking, and I'm going to be honest, I still don't know all the features on this because there's some things I've heard of that this head unit has that I still have yet to see. But anyways, I'm going to start off by going to the audio feature. You press the button once, you can get your subwoofer. Yeah, it's really hard to see, I apologize about the camera. Fader balance. Let's see, what's that, blackout mode, which turns off the head unit lights. It supposedly helps the sound quality. Defeat, which I will not be using, it goes back. When you hold in the audio button for about a second and a half, you get different, this just won't stay in focus. You go to the more detailed tuning, and here it says subwoofer. I don't know if you can see there. This is subwoofer system. Well, subwoofer is just between on and off. Subwoofer system is system 1, which makes the volume of the subs increase with the volume of all your speakers, or subwoofer system 2, which makes the subwoofers kind of loud even at lower volume, so you can really hear the bass. Phase, you can go between I think 180 and just 0. Not really worried about that. Channel, I put mine on mono. It can go mono or stereo. Mono channel amp. Media expander is kind of like the loudness feature from Pioneer, or JVC, that's what most people know as by, but it's a little bit different sounding. It doesn't really boost the bass and the treble, more of like the vocals, is maybe the mids. EQ mode, you can go between parametric, I don't know if you can see that, or graphic, but I have mine on parametric. I'll go into more detail about that. Time correction parameter, you can do between inch and centimeters. And sound field is where, the majority of stuff is. You have my parametric EQ right there, and then time correction. Parametric, you get 5 bands. You can choose a different hertz, I don't know, I guess it was hertz range that it boosts. You got the level, which is right there, level I have +6 for at least a 16K hertz on band 5, which says right there. And then Q is, I guess, it's hard to explain that, it's more the roll off on, how far the level influences. And right there I got 80 hertz for band 2, 630, 1 kilohertz, band 3. This is 10 for band 4 and band 5. I'm going to put it back on, well, here's time correction real quick. You can go between the subwoofer right, and there is subwoofer left. I don't really know what it matters. Front left, front right, rears. I don't have my rears hooked up currently. But I do have the time correction on the subwoofer. And it does make a difference, actually, just between like a kick drum and say a metal song. It's much more accurate. I did notice a difference. That's something really great about it. I'm gonna switch it back to graphic EQ, so I can basically show you guys what that is. And basically, you have you have 7 bands for the graphic, and you can adjust the levels on them too. As far as the levels go, it's a boost of -6 to 6 decibel levels. This is obviously for band 1's at 3 decibel boost. But you got 7 bands for that, and that's just basically what it is. You adjust them, and it's automatically, like, instead of getting to choose your hertz range, it has pre-selected ones. But even though it has 7 bands, I do recommend parametric. You can get much more detailed sound. Okay, and then, here's the high-pass filter, I forgot. Now, let's see. It's got 60, 80, and 100. Keep mine at 100. And, let's see, I'll go back to, I guess, the functions. I don't understand this. One thing about I see it on videos and even in Crutchfield's magazine, that this head unit has the blue, signature lights right here, but everything else is red. Like, you could change the color. Well, I have yet to find that on this head unit. I do not think you actually can, because I looked at the manual where you can change color. Even though the American demo of this had red buttons, I don't know if someone can fill me on how to get that. I've yet to find it. You can do Bluetooth if you have it. General, you can set your birthday, clock mode, clock adjust, calendar, play mode, beep, I turn my beep off. That's basically when you push a button it beeps. INT mute, don't know what it is, I'm gonna be honest. Auxiliary setup, don't care. Digital auxiliary, auxiliary in. Change your name, don't know what that is either. Power IC, don't know. Language, obviously demo. I really don't mess around that much. Display, here's the dimmer level. Scroll type, let's see. That's basically how the letters come in. You can see there's type 2. Here's type 1. Keep mine at type 2. Text scroll, it can be manual or auto. I keep it on manual. I think that's when you have the song playing, that it doesn't keep, scrolling through the text. Font select, you got 2 different fonts. Try to zoom in close. There's type 1, type 2, type 2 a little better. The background animation, personally, I think it's more of a gimmick thing. I like just to see my artists and stuff. You have that. Type 2 is this little star flashy thing. Type 3 is the gears. I mean, in my opinion, if I was to use one, that would be it. And then hearts, definitely not going to use that one. So I just keep that off. Opening message is basically, if it's like Halloween, Christmas, your birthday, you'll say like Happy Halloween, Happy Birthday, stuff like that. And I believe that's it for that. And yeah, that's it. I use a naked USB. I'll be honest, it's almost unbearable on how slow it is. I know iPod is a lot faster, but it stores 1,000 songs in a bank. Like if I want to search it, you just push the rotor dial in. You can't see it because it's too bright. But you can search, between all your songs by artist, album, song, genre, composer, folder. I'll just go by folder, it's not really going to matter right now. And you can see it is actually really slow to load in the names. Like I'm scrolling as fast as I can right now. And that's how fast it's going. Let's load these. It's pretty slow. I don't know, I think, each time you turn on the head unit, it caches the songs, so it might become fast. But it is pretty freaking annoying with how slow it is. And this has the tag features. If you're listening to the radio, you like a song, you click that button, you have your iPod plugged in, it'll save the info to your iPod, what's on the radio. So when you plug it into iTunes, it will bring up the song that you tagged. And I guess I'll go with the buttons. I don't know if you can see these. Here's the source button, band button, that's more just for your equalizer and stuff. These are the single arrows. This is the switch between folders, and then here's the fast forward and rewind, as well as the next song. This does have an escape button, which is nice to go back. Instead of having to go back through all the menus, you only have to go back one step. This has the tuner, play pause, which is nice. It has an actual pause button. Here's the view to display. Let's go back out. So you can display your info. Let's see. It's the Beach Boys, I guess, Surfer Girl. And you can go through different things like what it says, maybe the album. It does have a mute button, which is pretty nice. It has a little Bluetooth call button, and the function button is what I held in to get to the display and background stuff menu. And as far as scrolling goes, apparently if you hold down the number buttons, it takes you to a certain percentage of your list. But I personally can't figure out if you have to hold them in, push them once. I don't know. I'm not too worried about it right now. But as far as the sound quality goes, the bass I had the Pioneer DEHP 6000 UB. As far as the sound quality goes, compared to that, this has much better sound quality in my opinion. The time correction's great alone. The bass is much nicer. It's much more smooth and more full sounding, which could be because of the parametric EQ. But as far as the treble goes, I like high treble. It's not quite in your face as the Pioneer, but it's more just adjusting my ears to it. I'll get used to it over time. But it does have great sound quality, and that's what I was looking for in this head unit. And you saw the features, pretty nice compared to some of the past versions. So that's the review on the head unit, or actually showing you it. And check out the unboxing video if you haven't seen it. Thanks for watching.